Criminology series, Jumpball, by Dana Elizabeth. "Oh, come on, get the ball," Jet screamed as she stood up and threw her hands in the air, frustrated that her home team had lost possession of the basketball. The Rich City Roosters were Jet's favorite team. She attended the games regularly, but tonight was exceptional. Jet had been assigned to her new case. The head coach reported that the point guard had not returned from his business meeting with a famous sponsor. Typically, this could have meant anything, not something sinister. It had been 2 weeks, and between the team and the family, the news that Roger Patton had disappeared was spreading like wildfire. Roger was a freshman recruit from the local state college. He had signed an enormous bonus and was getting attention and a lot of attractive endorsements. There was talk that teammates and even hometown friends were showing signs of jealousy and envy, but that was not explaining why Roger had disappeared. Jet had gotten clear instructions to go to tonight's game and get some more insight from the team and the staff on a whole. Also, Greg, Jet's supervisor, wanted to eliminate as many suspects as possible from the source before he began to investigate outside of the team. Jet was all fanned out in her Rich City Rooster gear. She was matching head to toe with the hat, team jersey, and even customized sneakers with the team's logo. She blended right in with all the other superfans, except she was a federal agent. The case had been assigned because Roger went to another state over 2,500 miles away and has yet to return. Jet was not undercover, and she calmly walked up to the head coach and introduced herself after the game had ended. "Mr. Bush," she said, as she extended her hand to politely shake. "Hello," he said. He responded reluctant and a bit curious in nature. Jet continued, "My name is Detective Jet. I was assigned as the lead on Roger's disappearance. Do you have a moment? I need to ask you a few questions," Jet said as she intensely glared at him from under the brim of her hat. Once their hands connected, Jet instantly got a download. She saw an image of Mr. Bush with Roger in a vehicle. Jet glanced and threw her head back, closing her eyes and pretending she was covering her mouth in anticipation of a sneeze. She didn't want to make Mr. Bush aware that she just quickly channeled him. Also, she didn't want to go into a deep channeling in front of everyone on the court side. Regaining her composure, Jet stood confidently and asked if there was somewhere privately they could speak. Mr. Bush advised her that they could go to his office. While giving Jet less attention because he was catering to others, including fans, staff, and team members, Jet was well aware that Mr. Bush was trying to avoid her. Sure enough, Jet was well aware that Mr. Bush was purposely keeping himself busy, so she played cool and disappeared in the sea of people so she can get a better look at what Mr. Bush was going to do next. Sure enough, as Jet strategically placed herself in a distant seat, she was able to see Mr. Bush. He looked both ways, trying to locate her. Once he realized she was out of sight, he began to quickly dismiss the audience he was using as a shield. Jet watched as he made a beeline to the locker area, and she quickly tailed him, but far enough that he didn't notice her. Not once did he call out or try to look for her. In fact, once he got into the locker room, he tossed his clipboard, grabbed his coat and car keys, and headed in the direction of the parking lot. Jet was the least bit surprised because she saw how anxious he became when she said that she was sent to investigate Roger's disappearance. Walking as light as a feather, Jet tailed Mr. Bush, almost blending in with his shadow. Jet purposely waited for him to reach his vehicle. As soon as he lifted the door handle, she made her presence known. "Mr. Bush," she said with a panting tone. She wanted to sound as if she had been running to catch up with him. "Oh, shit," he said, startled. He dropped his keys and said, Oh, detective, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot about you. I'm really rushing now. Is there any way we can reschedule? I definitely want to speak with you, he continued. It's just that I have a prior engagement. Jet was expecting that, and she quickly countered. Oh, I understand. And yes, we can reschedule, she replied. I just asked that you help me with one question, Jet said as she pulled out her pocket recorder. She quickly pressed record and asked Mr. Bush to lean into the mic, state his full name, and say where he was on October 21st, the day that Roger went to negotiate regarding the endorsement. Mr. Bush quickly obliged and said, My name is Jonathan Bush, and I was coaching a junior league team on October 21st. I also have an alibi because the gym where I coached has a biometric sign-in system to open the doors. Alibi? Jet quickly repeated. Why would you need an alibi? They both were silent, and Mr. Bush stared into Jet's eyes, trying to see if and what she may have known. Jet played it cool, laughed, and said, Mr. Bush, thank you so much for that information. I'm available at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The gym seems to be a bit distracting, so please let me treat you to breakfast tomorrow. As Jet made the offer, she was pointing across the street in the direction of the local diner. Mr. Bush agreed, and Jet stopped recording, thanked him for his time, and walked away as she listened to his engine start and his vehicle quickly drive away. Jet's intuition rarely failed her, and this was definitely one of those times. She had already determined that Mr. Bush was a liar because her quick vision contradicted what he said he was doing the day of the negotiation for Roger. Jet thought to herself, what else is he lying about? Well, whatever it was, she was definitely going to get to the bottom of it. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more short stories.